Through the lens of closeness, a film unfolds. Miniature tales in details untold. Frames capture whispers unseen and slight. Macrofilmography, poetry in light.
Today I want to share with you a tool I've just recently discovered, Extension Tube, which transforms your regular lens into a macro including magnification. I want to emphasize that this is not a G-review channel, but I want to share with you a tool that may save you hundreds of bucks and a lot of time for your independent or low budget project. Short press story. I was filming my previous episode about cliches and thought it would be great to include macro footage of me typing on keyboard as a cliché. Still, I don't have my own macro lens, so I was thinking of renting one for a day or checking the prices to buy a cheap one, because sometimes I need macro shots. Of course, when it's a proper commercial project, you're renting ARRI macro or lower tube, but in my case I need a macro for my passionate or low budget project, let's say twice a year.
Rarely.
And it's a pity to spend hundreds of dollars on something you use very, very rarely. And thanks to YouTube algorithms, I bump into these extender tubes from Meike that cost $22 on Amazon. And it transforms your regular lens into a macro. You see, it has three options, 10, 16 and 26mm altogether, which change magnification and focus distance. It's so cheap because it's just plastic with metal and electronics to keep your lens connection and autofocus. It puts farther away lens from the sensor. Lens sensor, just make it farther away. And it allows you to shorten the focus while adding magnification, but losing exposure and a bit sharpening. This is the shot with my 24-70mm lens. You see the distance, this is the closest I can focus. And this with an extender. Of course, it causes problem with lighting, exposure and a bit of sharpening with open aperture, but I would not say that this is critical to make a needed macro shot on a budget. You still can do it. If we compare it to a macro lens, of course, a proper lens is better because it gives you an infinite focus and the ability to use it as a typical portrait lens, not losing exposure and sharpening. Still, it also takes up much more space in your backpack. In conclusion, I think that this tool should be on every filmmaker shelf. It's just great for independent run and gun, travel and solo filmmakers to have at their disposal, just in case, for $22. What do you think about it? Tell me in the comments, let's discuss. See you next week.